Welcome everyone to Marketing Tips Tuesday with Practicefuel, the 9-step system that will show you everything you need to know to use the internet to grow your practice. My name is Brian Devine, and today we're talking about the 3 easy steps to making orthodontic or dental website actually make you money instead of just being an expense. Now, there are three simple steps, and I'm just going to go through them very quickly, and then I'm going to hone in on just number 2. So bear with me, because if we were to do all 3, this would be a very long video, and I want to keep it just really short so that you have some action steps after the end of this video. So the 3 simple steps are: number 1, you want to remove all barriers to utilizing that website, and we can break all that down for you. And in fact, let me share my screen. I'm going to show you exactly what we will give you if you'd like. Let me try that again. There we go. So these are the 3 steps, right? So the remove barriers, and then we have the number 2 is easy ways to capture the info. And then, in other words, we want good communication. And then number 3 is track everything. So we break it all down to make it as easy for you as humanly possible. But I want to really dive into, and like I said, you can, we'll give you a link where you can download this for free and start utilizing it. But I want to get into number 2, this one here, the easy ways to capture visitor info. But more importantly than that, what I want you really thinking about is turning your website into a 2-way communication tool. Because when you do that, then you no longer have a boring online brochure. You now have something that can produce revenue, meaning people will come to your site, have a conversation, and turn into patients. That is the key to having a website that actually makes you money. Now, in order to do that, you can, again, we're going to give you the link for the download, but you want to think about how you're going to communicate with people. So one of the easiest ways is to put a live chat onto your website. Now, one of the downfalls of having live chat is that means that you now have to pay a company to put the live chat software on there and then someone to monitor it. Because if it says live chat and there's no one there who's live, that's going to leave a bad taste in people's mouths, and you don't want that. So if you are thinking about doing live chat, there are lots of companies that do that, and it can be very effective. Just make sure that you really go through the process, because they'll have questions that they want to know that they know exactly how to answer certain things, and then if they can't answer, how you would like them to respond, and then get a prospective patient directly to you. So the next thing that you can do is what we call a live call transfer button, and that is just a fancy way of saying a little button that pops up and says, would you like to talk to us? And it literally, they say yes, and it will call your office. If you pick up and you're available, you press 1, and then it calls their cell phone, and now you are communicating. Or if you want to make it even easier, you put a text us now button right on your website. So that way you can just pop it right up and say, would you like to, if you have any questions, shoot us a text. And that way you can have it on your phone, you can have it on your laptop, on your desktop, you can have lots of people that have access to this, but no one's expecting an instant response from a live person. What they are expecting is some response. So all of these tools that are available to you will actually, when somebody sends that text, if you are not available, make sure that you just set it up to say, hey, we got your message. No one is available right now. We're going to get back to you just as soon as possible. Do the same thing with the phone call transfer. So if somebody wants to speak to you and you're not available, what these tools can do is they can send a message back, especially a text message that says, hey, we're sorry we weren't available. Let us know what question you have, and we'll get right back to you. Now, you can even do this if somebody were to call your office, and if they miss you, or for whatever reason nobody picks up, then you can send an automatic text, say, hey, we're sorry we missed you. What questions do you have? We'd be happy to answer. All right, so that is just a couple of ways. And then what I also highly recommend is taking the reviews that you have online and rotating them on your website. Now, I don't mean like one of those big pages, right? You've got well, most people call those pages your review or your testimonials page. Don't call it a testimonials page. What I'm talking about, well, let me go back. If you're not going to call it a testimonials page, call it something that is not a marketing term. Testimonials is a marketing term that basically tells people, I'm about to tell you how great I am. That's why you don't want to do that. Shift that thinking to raving fans, what patients are saying. There's all kinds of other ways to say it that will actually be effective. What I'm talking about here, though, is instead of just putting it on a page, or having a place on your website where it rotates. I'm talking about a little button that shows up on the left hand, the right hand corner. It could basically be anywhere, that will kind of continuously just rotate these little reviews. And I also recommend that you do it using Google or Facebook or Yelp reviews, not reviews that you have curated yourself, but reviews that are actually available online so people can confirm that these are real, live, actual reviews. It is a great way to turn your website into a communication tool that is communicating what you want people to see, instead of just a boring old online brochure. I can show you pictures of all this, but what I want you really to get from all this is that of the 3 steps, number 2, it is really important that you just get the idea that you want your website to be a communication tool. And what we are finding today is that a lead, a person who is showing interest in your practice, is no longer just someone that fills out a form. It is someone who is having a conversation. So when we are able to have a conversation, that is a high value lead, someone that you then want to call and talk to, right? That is the difference between what we had just about 1.5 years ago to where we are now, where we really want to make sure we're having a conversation. And there's lots and lots of ways to do that. And if you need some help, we are here to do that. So let me put this on the screen. If you would like to get your own copy of that file that I was showing you, and we need to make it a little bit prettier. But what I want you to do is just go to that link right down there, the practicefuel.rocks/works. If you go there, put in your information, we will shoot you a copy. There's no obligation. We're not going to start following, driving you crazy, bugging you for all kinds of things. We just want you to have this information. If you could benefit from it, great. If you have some questions, need some help, we are here to do that for you. All right, that's all I wanted to cover today. Hope you found some value, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Marketing Tips Tuesday with Practicefuel. Bye for now.